Alright everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Cowboy Trades and today I'm going to teach you how to use Heikin-Ashi candles. Now the number one thing I'm going to be teaching you in this video is how to read Heikin-Ashi candles, but I will also show you the formula how to calculate them. Now the reason why calculating them is not such of a big deal is because obviously if we come over to TradingView, it calculates all the opens and closes for us. So I'm going to go into how to calculate the Heikin-Ashi candles and then I will explain why they're useful. So just briefly before we learn how to calculate Heikin-Ashi candles, we'll learn how to calculate Japanese candlesticks, simply because this is the most common form of technical analysis, and by learning how to calculate Japanese candlesticks, you'll know how much of a benefit the Heikin-Ashi candlesticks are. So Japanese candlesticks are simply calculated by the open and close of the previous price. So if we're on the weekly candlesticks here, you can see that this green candle closed at this level here, and the opening of the next candle is simply correlated to the previous close on the previous candlestick. If we look at this candle as well, you can see it came down here and closed at this level, and that obviously correlates to the opening of the next candlestick, and so on and so on and so on. So now we know how to do Japanese candlesticks. I'll show you Heikin-Ashi candlesticks. Alright, so here we have the Heikin-Ashi formula. Now don't be too worried if this looks a little bit too overwhelming, simply because, like I said, if we come over to the Heikin-Ashi chart, it already calculates how to open and close on this candlestick. But it is just interesting to know specifically how it closes so you can see how it differs. So the close on a candlestick is 1/4 of the open price plus the high plus the low plus the close of the candlestick, and the open is the average, so it is basically half of the opening of the previous candle bar plus the close of the previous candle bar. So like I said, the opening is the most important part, because if we come over to here, you can see that the opening of these candles are halfway through the candle bodies, and I'll explain why that's so important in a minute. So the Heikin-Ashi candles are simply referred to as the average of the bar. Now what this means is, if we come in again, you can see that the opening is midway between the average of the candle body bar. And why people use Heikin-Ashi candles is because they're great at characterizing uptrends and downtrends. Simply because as we open halfway through the previous candle, it is a lot harder to have a red downtrend turn green, and it is a lot harder to have a green downtrend turn red. If we come over to the Japanese candlesticks, you can see that in this pattern that I just drew, which obviously before just went red, 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 green, and this was just green, 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 red, you can now see that we've got red, red, green, 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 red, red, green, red, red, green, and this doesn't really tell us what the market's doing, because it's telling us we're going down, we're going up, we're going down, etc. But obviously if we come back to the Heikin-Ashi candles, you can see that it's characterizing this whole downtrend so much better, and this whole uptrend a lot better as well. You can see that as soon as we had a green candle come in on this red downtrend, that it was the reversal. And similarly, you can see as soon as we had a red candle come in over here, it was the reversal. So that is simply what Heikin-Ashi candles are. They're very good at characterizing uptrends and downtrends. You can see that now on the BTC price that we're doing this example on, that we have turned green. So the Heikin-Ashi candles are indicating that the downtrend has subsided. That is really as simple as Heikin-Ashi candles get. One last thing before we wrap up the video is how to actually put the Heikin-Ashi candles on your chart. So if you do come over to TradingView, you will see that you have one bar here, and these will be your candles. If you do click on the bar style, you'll see all these different types of candles. Your candles will probably be on line, candles, etc. But you just want to come down and click on the Heikin-Ashi, and obviously it will turn it right over to the Heikin-Ashi for you. Thanks once again for watching my videos. If you were able to learn anything or you found this useful, please like and comment below. Cowboy out.